Sharks Lightning up next. The Sharks circling the frozen waters of the DFH. Well, frozen, snowy, whatever. The whole field is frozen, but the Lightning looking to take advantage of the static created by moving icebergs. It's gonna be a heck of a show as we move into the Champ League. I am Ninja Rider, and I am joined by my former teammate and excellently facial-haired Kendo.
Thank you, Ninja. I tell you what, I find it ironic that we are the ones casting this matchup, Lightning versus Sharks, because...
Calculated.
Yeah, calculated. Needless to say, I've been looking forward to actually seeing this lineup specifically for the Lightning pretty much since the draft happened. Moose and Silly Knees going up against Great God Zeus and Soccer Player 27. It is going to be a doozy.
It should be pretty awesome. We haven't seen Soccer Player play on stream yet, so we're expecting some big things from him. And Great God Zeus, we all know, fantastic player. Was on the Sharks last season, so looking to carry on the name there. Lightning last season, as we know, had some troubles late in the season, but Majestic Moose was a part of that, and he wanted to come back with a vengeance. During the offseason, he just blossomed into this awesome player, playing in some other leagues and just getting a lot of experience. Silly Knees, we were talking earlier, Kendo, apparently really good. And it just comes down to that team chemistry, week 2, jitters. If Moose and Silly Knees can get together and start talking to each other, it's gonna be a war.
It is all about communication. It's going to be interesting to see how they've gelled over that time since the draft. But I tell you what, Silly Knees is a highlight reel machine. If you look in Rocket League Gallery, you can see a highlight from Silly Knees about once a week on average. Yeah, it's going to be very, very fun to watch. So we are getting in. The teams are slating in, and we are about to get underway. Sharks versus Lightning, week 2, game number 1. Here we go. Champ League action here on the MLE Network. Soccer Player will win that kickoff into the Lightning zone. Silly Knees carrying the ball very nicely into the Sharks' end. Moose has a chance to pick it up and flick over. Big tandem save by Soccer Player and Great God Zeus. Silly Knees not able to get it past Zeus, who will put it into the Lightning corner, where Majestic Moose will clear it. This might be over Soccer Player's head, and it is. Moose gets bumped by Soccer Player in the corner.
Fantastic recovery there by Soccer Player. Realized that he was way out of position, but he also realized that Moose was coming around the corner. He might have a bump on him. Now everybody committed. Oh, this is bad.
Open net still as Great God Zeus taking his time. This ball will go back out, and the chance is lost. Silly Knees now, a nice ball over, and Great God Zeus is forced to save in net. Moose putting the ball back up off the backboard, unable to get that second touch in as Great God Zeus will clear. Silly Knees will put it into his own corner, controlling now on the wall. Has a chance at a second touch, Great God Zeus will clear. Majestic Moose puts it back into the Sharks' end. Soccer Player a little bit of an odd touch as he points the ball back. Silly Knees will come in hot. Great God Zeus, the 50 with Moose. This is going to go into the Lightning corner where Silly Knees will pick it up. This gets centered towards Zeus, but Zeus is not there to make the hit.
Great positioning by Moose there to put himself right where he needed to be. Soccer Player, he might go for it.
It's on the line. Silly Knees there, he finishes it off. 1-0.
Man, Majestic Moose, just a mechanical god right now. He managed to get behind the ball the whole time, just not quite enough to get it past both of the Sharks. And it took Silly Knees to come in to finish it off. But great play there. Silly Knees super patient, just kind of hanging out there at the line, right at the box. Now they're getting a little bit grouped up.
Silly Knees will put the ball towards the side. This will take possession. Is Soccer Player. Soccer Player Great God Zeus, they're a little bit of a double commit right there. Silly Knees now an opportunity. Nice ball center. Moose is going to put it towards the net, and a great ball in. 2-0 for the Lightning.
Heads up play here. Silly Knees came off the backboard and realized the ball was just kind of floating there. So he bounces it up and lets Moose just slam it home, antlers and all.
Antlers and all indeed. 2-0 now. Soccer player, nice neutral challenge on the face-off. Silly Knees will put it into the Sharks' end. Almost gets the second touch on it. This will go to the side. Moose is there. Pushing the ball. This is going towards the net. Great God Zeus will get credit with a save. That's a savior medal for him. Only halfway into this game. Soccer player with the possession. Interfered with by Silly Knees. Great God Zeus will put it into the Lightning corner, and Majestic Moose is there.
Oh,
this ball. There's a chance now for Silly Knees. This is going towards the net. Open net opportunity on the breakaway. 3-0.
Soccer player thought he had a bead on that ball. He's going to go for a pinch to wrap it around. It just flat out missed it. You know, he's kicking himself a little bit. Zeus was expecting some sort of pass or play, maybe off the backboard. And so he had to scramble back as quick as he could, and it was not quick enough. The Lightning are up by 3. Majestic Moose is not going to take any of anything that we say about him.
We have nothing to say. That is not good at this point. 3-0, quite the sizable lead here early. Great God Zeus will get boost. This ball will be pushed middle where Majestic Moose is. A little bit of an errant touch. Moose will control it to Silly Knees now. Silly Knees, nice little clear. This will be passed to Moose. This is another open net opportunity. Moose with the center to Silly Knees. He will not need to finish it. Moose with the goal.
So Moose, super patient right here, realizing that he didn't have any defenders to challenge him. Puts it on the roof. Even takes one for the team to bring out the dab. 4-0. Lightning are striking hard.
Nice neutral kickoff. Silly Knees will come in. Very nice demo off the second touch there. Great God Zeus trying to clear. Majestic Moose is there. This will go to the side. Ball now in the corner where soccer player is. Majestic Moose trying to retain it in the Sharks' end. This is now neutral in the middle. The Silly Knees puts it towards the net. Majestic Moose with an opportunity.
Oh.
Great God Zeus there on the side.
Zeus with the perfect momentum keeper just worked that line. Make sure that he was behind the ball right when he needed to be. A great save. That should give them a little bit of momentum. The Lightning looking to strike that down.
Silly Knees a little bit of an overcommit there, but Moose has possession in his own corner. Off the ceiling. A little bit of an errant touch. Both are overcommit. Oh, not quite an overcommit there, as Great God Zeus almost puts it on net. Silly Knees is there to clear it back into the Sharks' end. My camera was playing tricks on me there.
The tradition of the Lightning just yelling, Zeus is going to put this one right in the net. Oh, and he's got the electroshock going up against the Lightning. It's awesome. I love this. As Majestic Moose was expecting a pass from his teammate, Silly Knees, and just didn't quite work out. Zeus put himself right where he needed to be to slam that one home. It was a good breakaway goal. They're finally on the board, gathering a little bit of momentum here in the last minute. Dr. Slowpoke is Silly Knees' roommate, apparently. And he can hear Silly Knees shouting from across the room. He is lit up.
Lit up. I see what you did right there, Mr. Ryder. This ball is centered. Majestic Moose with an opportunity to flick it. Doesn't quite get it up where he needs to put it. Silly Knees will put it back in. 9 seconds left now as Great God Zeus has a nice little breakaway here. And a little bit of a consolation goal is 2 goals with 5 seconds. I've seen it done before. I'm not sure it's going to happen here in the Champ League.
It's been done before, but let's face it. These guys are just too good at kickoffs to allow that to happen. And watch, as I say that, complete Caster's Curse.
Caster's Curse would not be a good thing to wish upon our old team, would it not? Silly Knees now putting the ball up, and the timer will hit 0. Silly Knees with the kill. Lightning will win game number 1.
Fantastic team play coming out from the Lightning, expanding on the tradition that I think you and I set, my friend, getting those passes out and being in the right place at the right time. They're doing a fantastic job. Sharks also doing a great job. They just found themselves on the wrong side of a lot of plays. Some communication errors here and there. I don't think there's that sort of trust in the Sharks' end quite yet. That said, it is still the first game. We don't know how they're going to bounce back to that. The Lightning came out strong and swinging, though.
It takes a lot to build that trust, of course. But I tell you what, they had a very good flow about them. I really enjoyed watching what seemed to be good communication there. A lot of open nets were not rushed when some people can very easily make that mistake of rushing an open net. They were very patient with their chance, and they I can't even think of the word right now, but they converted those easy chances that you need to hit when you have that opportunity.
Exactly. Now, it's all up kind of to the Lightning now. They found themselves double committed in certain spots, and it was bad for him as Zeus takes a shot. That's just barely out. Oh, that was close there for Moose. You know, he puckered a bit.
Majestic Moose now. Oh, falling with style. His great god Zeus has to make a big save there. Silly Knees interferes with the ball. This ball is now in the hands of great god Zeus, who will throw it right back to Silly Knees now. Majestic Moose skying the ball high, chasing after it in air. Oh, and now we have an open net going the other way. Soccer player getting a nice little turtle goal on Turtle Goal Tuesday.
As, again, the Lightning overcommitted completely. They were completely out of position. That's exactly where they needed to not be. Rotational breakdown. Soccer player will take advantage, of course. Puts him on the board first. We'll have to see how the Sharks handle the fact that they have the lead now. It is game 2. They might just build a little bit of momentum here.
Ball falls to Silly Knees now. On the side, he is going to aerial. Staying with the ball, but soccer player with a big clear. This will go all the way down to the Lightning end. Soccer player there to interfere. Silly Knees will get onto the ball very quickly into the Sharks' end. Ball is up off the backboard. Soccer player puts it out. Pushing the ball now is soccer player. A little bit of a feels back flip man as Majestic Moose clears it back into the Sharks' end. Maintaining pressure are the Lightning as Silly Knees puts this towards the net. What a goal. What an angle.
Get your balls play of the week clip up for that as Silly Knees bounces one off the backboard. Zeus was trying to fall on it. I don't think he had any boost though. Soccer player with a bad challenge and just flicks it in far side. It was an excellently placed shot. 3:30 left. Lots of time to go here, game 2.
Silly Knees skying the ball. This is an opportunity for Moose. Great god Zeus is there to interfere. Zeus. Oh, gets demoed by Majestic Moose on the back end of that play. Silly Knees grabbing the boost in the corner. Will put a nice little touch towards the middle. This is Majestic Moose. What a pass. Great play by the Lightning.
And Inanimate J in the chat is reminding us that Zeus basically ended the Lightning's playoff chances last season, so you know Majestic Moose wants to just stomp on the great god Zeus, completely topple Mount Olympus, and make sure they come away knowing that Moose is the boss. And with Silly Knees on his team, I mean, Lightning playing absolutely fantastic right now. Sharks a little bit behind on the ball, and demos galore. Who really has control of the Thunder?
Well, I know I'm having a hard time maintaining my own control with Inanimate J trying to tilt the casters. Ball is now in the Sharks' corner. Soccer player maintaining control. Nice little flick up. Majestic Moose is there to interfere. This is an open net. Moose will put it in 3-1 at the 2:31 mark.
So soccer player ended up out of the play, just completely trusting in Zeus to make that clear. And it was going to be a tough one anyways. He tried for it, just kind of whiffed it a little bit. It was going to be really awkward anyways, but it's exactly what we were talking about earlier, Chiefs and Ikendo, where, you know, when you get the chances like that one, you take advantage. It's getting close.
Very well done by Great God Zeus off the kickoff. Picks it up. Nice dribble around Majestic Moose into an open net. Silly Knees has cheated up a little bit. He was looking for that ball from Moose. 2:25. 1-goal game. Kickoff will go to the Sharks' corner. Silly Knees putting it up off the backboard. Moose another touch. And Soccer Player will clear it away. Soccer Player now in air. Nice little shot. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a shot. Majestic Moose deflects it in his own net.
Yeah, he got the old Inanimate J shot in right there. Perfect redirection, the perfect shot on your own goal. As well, just living up to the prophecy of Inanimate J. So we're tied at 3 now, Kendo. You can tell the Sharks playing a little bit more confident. They're slowing it down. They're starting to change the speed up, and it's forcing the Lightning to just overcommit a little bit, and all they need to do is just clear that one away. Uh-oh.
Oh, Soccer Player with another goal.
Look at this right here. Silly Knees just trying to read the ball off the backboard. Soccer Player had way more control than that. He came up real slow with the ball, too. Making sure he got the right angle on it. Moose, realizing that Silly Knees is not there at all, had to panic into it. Ends up just flipping into the crossbar. Tough play either way, but that's just those advantages that the Sharks need to use to get the lead, and that they did.
To your point that I think you were trying to make earlier, I've noticed that the Sharks are definitely controlling the ball more right now, and it seems like the speed is not matching what the Lightning want to do, and they are overcommitting. Oh, Silly Knees, a nice shot on net off of that opportunity there, but I think that was the point you were trying to make there.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much, but you can see the storm clouds are lurking in these Lightning players. Silly Knees just realizing that the cardinal sin what happened, and it was off of the Sharks in that one, right off the sidewall, and now he's going to have another play.
Ooh, bar down and out. Majestic Moose is also up. Great God, Zeus comes across with a big clear. Zeus now will take control, taking the ball to the side. Up in the air. The initial touch gets challenged by Silly Knees. This is back towards the goal, and Soccer Player will put it in his own net. 1-goal lead for the Lightning with a minute to go.
You can see Soccer Player realized he was really in trouble trying to get underneath this ball. He didn't have a lot of boost. He wanted to try to control it. At that point, you don't have any boost. Just wrap around the ball as fast as possible and just stop it. Try to get control. He had lots of room. It was a panic play on his part. Now it's 5-4, everybody. It is a shootout. 9 goals on the board with a minute left.
Silly Knees will clear this out towards the mid. Soccer Player controls it. Great God Zeus will put it back into the Lightning end. Majestic Moose, big clear into the Sharks end. He will chase after the ball where Great God Zeus takes control. Little bit of a flick, beats Silly Knees. Now we have a 2v1. Soccer Player going for the bump. Majestic Moose able to pre-jump and clear it off to the side. Moose
the pre-jump perfectly executed by Moose. Realized he was going to get bumped out. Now Silly Knees tries for a dunk, but it was great execution by Majestic Moose because just hovered in the air, realized when the ball was going to go to slight adjustments. That's the mechanical ability that we have been expecting from Majestic Moose. That said, Soccer Player doing a fantastic job as well. We can't discount the Sharks' play here. They have tried to come back here, and it just didn't quite work out for them. Time is about to run out here. Ball does touch the ground. Lightning take game 2. Kendo, great showing by the Sharks that game. I mean, it was a complete and utter shootout.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, it seems like the Lightning, if they keep control of this matchup, they seem to be having better touches. They got a break there towards the end of the game where the Sharks made a mistake and they capitalized on it. They tied up the game, and then another mistake saw the Lightning take the lead. So if they remain patient and they continue to push and pressure the Sharks, it seems like they have the advantage in this matchup.
It seems that way, but still plenty of time for the Sharks. Well, not really plenty of time. I mean, they have 3 games left here, but the Sharks have a lot to prove now. The PS4 team going up against, I mean, it's so strong. These guys, it's so evenly matched. I mean, it can go either way here in Game 3. The Sharks seem to really come on here in Game 2. They're really challenging the Lightning right now. The Lightning need to just keep it up.
Absolutely.
Maybe they need to rub their feet on the carpet. Keep that static up.
This is where I try to make a joke about finable carpet, but, you know, us beards like to stick together.
Yeah, so
anyway, yeah, we can't do that. Absolutely. So here we are. We're in Game 3. Failed jokes all around.
Dad jokes and old man jokes. Welcome to the Ninja Kendo stream. Or Kendo Ninja, whatever.
It's a Ninja Kendo stream. By all means, teach me the way, senpai. Anyway, Majestic Moose now will try to control the ball. Great God Zeus, this ball is going to be center. Zeus is able to get a nice early goal.
Rawlings is doing Fashion League on us, not on the cars. But I love this from Zeus. Got a great challenge off the defender. And of course, he has to take advantage of it. Soccer player was backing him up just in case it went high, as it could have. He's, you know, just reacting so fast. Every once in a while, the ball just pops up. It was good positioning by the Sharks. Now the Lightning are down again. Oh, silly knees. This is where you come in with analysis, Kendall.
I realize that, but I'm extremely triggered right now. We have DM Rawlings in the chat doing Fashion League on us. And somehow the two black shirts cancel each other out. But your dad glasses have beaten my extremely well-crafted beard. And I'm mildly triggered by that. Just straight up triggered. The stream is trying to trigger me. Great God Zeus, a great clear here. I don't know what happened. Let's reset this game.
Well, we're tied. We're tied up. And, oh, the perfect shadow there by Soccer Player. You know, I've been kind of studying that thing and playing a lot of ones, trying to improve my game a little bit. And shadowing is something I've never been able to do. Soccer Player just did that perfectly. He didn't have a lot of room to react, but he worked it well. And now, oh, the breakaway.
Soccer Player with an open net opportunity. Gets around the ball patiently. Well done on that breakaway.
I mean, it was fantastic here. Realizing that the shot was off, adjusted properly. Zeus had him backed up just in case. Silly knees out of boost, just slamming his head right into the post in agony.
3:30 left on the clock. 2-1. Silly knees putting this towards the net. Off the backboard. Majestic Moose off to the side. Great chance there for the Lightning. Soccer Player. Nice cut there as Great God Zeus puts it towards the net. Off the post and out. Majestic Moose touching the ball out. Silly knees now. We'll put the ball from the corner center. Majestic Moose keeps it in the corner. And Soccer Player will come in clear. Soccer Player with an opportunity to take a touch. Silly knees will take the touch out. Great God Zeus keeping it in the corner there. As Silly knees and Majestic Moose, not sure who wanted to take possession there as Soccer Player comes in, demos Majestic Moose, and the Sharks will take possession. Silly knees came in very hot, put a nice clear towards the backboard. Ball now all the way in the Lightning end. Silly knees will push it across. This ball is in the danger zone, but there's not a Shark there to play the ball.
Majestic Moose is, you can tell he's playing a little bit tilted. He's trying to speed up the play, not getting any super great touches on the ball, rushing his play just a touch. And of course the Sharks, they smell that. They smell the fear. They smell blood in the water. Oh, what a pass!
Oh, and coming across is Silly knees with a big save off of that great pass from Soccer Player. Big center as Majestic Moose puts this towards the net. Equally great pass on the opposite end. Well played by the Lightning.
I love this stop by Silly knees. Ball was coming right at him. He pointed the bottom of his car down. That slowed the ball down, got himself set up for the bounce pass up to a twirling and quite Majestic Moose. Oh man, what a tie-up goal. They are feeling it now.
And after the opportunity at the other end, great turnaround for the Lightning. Great God Zeus will center the ball for Soccer Player. Majestic Moose is able to push it to the side here. Majestic Moose in his corner. Great God Zeus with the big challenge there. This ball is going to go to the corner. Soccer Player able to center it. Majestic Moose is there.
Great eye by Majestic Moose on the line. Another stop. Silly needs to get involved now, and he does.
Ooh,
Moose has really worked on his goalie technique. As, last season he had some trouble back there, but now Lightning, very much a completed team. Seems like they've calmed down a little bit. They got a heck of a goal out of their system, and now they are on the attack.
The little thing I'm noticing right now, and it's kind of worrying me, is both Silly Niece and Majestic Moose have a tendency to really like going for solo plays. Great God Zeus in the corner here. They go for solo plays, it seems like, except for when they have the opportunity to make big pass plays.
Yes.
And I'm really hoping that they focus a little more on the team plays there as the rest of his series moves on.
Well, chemistry too. I mean, it's still fairly early in the season. Some chemistry needs to be built, but Sharks seem to already have that chemistry, which I think you were just about to touch on. They are more than willing to pass things out. They're pass clearing, just connecting quite well. Just slight mechanics. There's room for improvement for sure. Oh!
Soccer Player needed to interfere with that, as Majestic Moose could have had a shot on net. Ball will drop. Overtime for game 3 here, as it is a 2-2 game. Great God Zeus, very nice off the face-off. Soccer Player will put this down. Zeus with an opportunity to put it up off the backboard, and Moose will clear it away. Moose now quickly to the other end.
Oh,
Great God Zeus with a big save.
That was massive. He completely predicted that absolutely perfectly, timed it well, got a huge clear out of it. Now they're on the offense.
Oh, and Great God Zeus will finish it off despite Majestic Moose coming across and getting a save off that.
Moose just didn't get up quite in time. I think he was expecting a pinch from Silly. It didn't work out for him, and the Great God Zeus striking down with his own bolt of lightning. Moose absolutely denied the save. Savagery coming out. Are we about to see a whole lot of Jossum?
I tell you what, we're seeing. I'm seeing cries for reverse sweeps incoming in chat, and that would be an extremely interesting line of events to see here. But really well contested by the Sharks, and we're seeing an extremely hotly contested match between these two teams, and I'm really looking forward to seeing who takes advantage of where this game is going right now. Both teams have exhibited a lot of control, and this game, I think, is going to be the turning point for these two teams.
Yeah, we'll have to see. They need to perform now. Both teams went down hard in their respective series last week. The Lightning took a 5-0 loss against the Spartans, so they're already doing a lot better. As a pass out, Majestic Moose is able to connect to that under pressure as Queen and David Bowie are singing.
This was exactly what I was talking about earlier. Silly Knees passing it out of the corner, perfectly centered for Majestic Moose, who's able to hit it close to the upper 90 there. Very well done, very well thought out play. Great God Zeus coming in. Majestic Moose, very nice challenge. This is going to go to the Sharks' corner. Nice double demo for Great God Zeus and Majestic Moose. Very awkward, and that was away from the ball. Majestic Moose retaining the ball in. Puts the ball on net. Very well done by him. 2-0 lead for the Lightning.
You know what they say about an angry moose? He will charge. And Majestic is doing just that, charging at that ball, realizing he had a play the moment he stopped on the midfield line. Fantastic play, and that scrambled the Sharks. They had to get back immediately. There was almost no way for them to get properly set up for a good defense.
4:16 left on the clock. Majestic Moose controlling the ball. Great God Zeus, very good job of challenging. This is going to go into the corner. centered for Soccer Player, not able to get around it. Ball in the Lightning corner. Moose coming to interfere. Grey God Zeus will retain it in that corner. Silly Knees drops the ball to Soccer Player, who puts it towards the net. Moose is there to make the save.
There's good rotation there by Lightning to make that happen. Now they're finding themselves on the offense. Uh-oh, double commit. Again.
Bar down. Not quite in there. Great God Zeus now rushing down to the other side. Puts the ball into the corner. This ball is going to be centered for Soccer Player, who's going backward the other way. Pushes it into his corner. Interesting retreat style there. This ball is centered for Silly Knees. Great God Zeus, great interference on the clear. Soccer Player pushing the ball towards Majestic Moose, who will push it to the side. Moose. And now Zeus has control of the ball. If he can get a quick turn on this, there's an opportunity at a 2v1 advantage, but Silly Knees has gotten back, cleared into the Sharks' end.
I just noticed this, and this is huge. Soccer Player has some extreme field awareness. If that was anybody else, they would have gone up for that pass, but he knew that the Lightning were lurking, waiting for that pass, and they were about to pounce on it. Soccer Player wisely just half flipped out of there and got ready for defense. It was fantastic decision making by Soccer Player.
Majestic Moose bringing the ball in. Great God Zeus is there to challenge. Now Zeus putting it towards net, open net opportunity. The Sharks cut the lead in half with 2:25 to go.
Squid in the chat was asking, Lightning has a 2-goal lead. Why are they diving in on everything? A momentum thing. This is what Majestic Moose likes to do. He likes to keep up his momentum, and Silly Knees will do just that along with him. It's kind of the Lightning way. There's sort of like a team dynamic almost that Moose has brought back into the fold here this season, and it's pretty awesome. But it's really easy to double commit, and that's exactly what happened there on that last goal as the Sharks finally get up on the board with just over 2 minutes left.
Great God Zeus, big clear into the Lightning end. So they are trying to get an equalizer here. A little bit of an errant touch as Silly Knees able to make a save. Silly Knees pushing the ball into the corner. This is going to center for Moose. Majestic Moose unable to get the ball on the net. Soccer Player pushing the ball towards Silly Knees, who puts it out to the corner. Great God Zeus. Oh, Silly Knees able to just get the touch away from him.
What a stop.
Great God Zeus pushing the ball. Majestic Moose is there to interfere. Is able to catch the ball even. This ball goes to Silly Knees, who will push it. Now Soccer Player bringing the ball up. He has the ball on the hood. Majestic Moose interferes. This is back to the net. Zeus was a little too far up there, and we have a 3-1 lead.
Right here, Majestic Moose playing really patient. It's the one thing that he has not been doing this whole series. A little bit of patience paid off completely. Zeus was not expecting him to be right there. A little bit of a breakaway, and bam, they got a 2-goal lead. Not quite dagger style yet, but they're going to play a lot more comfortably now. Soccer Player, Great God Zeus need to crank up. I was going to say the amperage, but that might be... That's not constructive at all. As Moose towards the net around Soccer Player right in front of his face. What a savage.
They're turning the voltage up to 11, as it were. As Majestic Moose, great flick around in the middle of the field. Able to get it by Soccer Player into the open net. 4-1, just under a minute left, and the Sharks are in trouble here. Silly Knees putting the ball up. Soccer Player able to put it to the side. Great God Zeus trying to control it out. Moose is there. This is going towards the net. Great job. Second effort by Great God Zeus.
All right, so Moose found himself on the wrong side of the ball. He needed to be goal side, and Zeus just placed his car exactly where he needed to be. Knew Moose was going to try to take control of the play. Great God Zeus, exactly where he needed to be, just flip into the ball and right into the net.
Face off will go to the Lightning as Moose is unable to do too much with it. Soccer Player gets passed to by Great God Zeus, but he's unable to do too much with it. Silly Knees up in the Sharks' corner. This ball will clear to Moose, who almost gets it around Soccer Player. The last line of defense there. He is there for the clear.
Ooh.
Silly Knees missing the ball here. Great God Zeus almost able to bump the ball over. I saw what he was trying to do there. Moose will now control. 10 seconds left. This is going towards the net. Soccer Player is forced to make a save. 3 seconds left, and this ball will fall. And the Lightning take the series and a little bit of momentum going into Game 5.
Now remember, they were 0-5 by the Spartans. They know that this is really important. Granted, they're not going to be able to 5-0 the Sharks, but getting all those early wins are so incredibly important, especially here in the Champ League. Yeah, it is a little bit of a longer league, but so you have some more time to sort of, recover a little bit. You don't want to have to try to recover when it comes into the later stages of the season, though. Again, Sharks did take a loss. It was a 1-game loss, so not quite sure how they're feeling about that. I'm pretty sure they got to be a little bit sore, but now they have a chance here to reconcile a little bit, try to even things up, and make sure that they don't fall too far down the hole.
Absolutely, and of course, every game counts here in the MLD. So this Game 5 is of the utmost importance for the Sharks. Game 5 underway. Soccer Player there to stop the ball. The weak touch, though. Moose will put it up off the backboard. Silly Knees unable to capitalize on it. Nice little bump by Silly Knees. Will take Soccer Player off the ball. Great God Zeus feels backflip man, but is still able to keep control of the ball just long enough to get a challenge in. Soccer Player pushing it to Great God Zeus. This ball is going to center close to that. Great play by Silly Knees to clear it away. Silly Knees pushing the ball towards center. Moose is there. Soccer Player is also there. Great 50-50 by him. Zeus with an opportunity to put it towards the net. Silly Knees coming across quickly. Gets the second touch past Soccer Player for the 1-0 lead for the Lightning.
Okay, Soccer Player was trying to play a little bit coy, grab a little boost, but no, Silly Knees just had so much momentum, just chugging at that ball, slams it home. It just wasn't quite enough time for Soccer Player to line up a save.
So here we are, 4 minutes left. The Sharks need to get an answer here. Don't want all the momentum to be in the Lightning corner. Majestic move is up. That will go up off the backboard. Soccer Player to clear it away. Great God Zeus trying to retain. A little bit of a miss hit now. Soccer Player forced to come in and clear the ball away. Gets a nice little second touch. Majestic Moose forced to make the save. Great God Zeus trying to put a little magic onto the ball there. Unable to convert his chance. Majestic Moose over to Silly Knees, off the bar and out. Now Soccer Player bringing the ball back the other way. Majestic Moose is there to interfere. This ball has a chance to go center. Can Majestic Moose convert? No! Great God Zeus open net to the other side, but Silly Knees able to get back in time.
Sharks have been having a really hard time converting some of those open nets and easy plays into, well, just any sort of momentum. They got to be frustrated right now as the Lightning just seem to be mechanically, I want to say, superior. We're seeing a lot of risky plays happening on the Lightning side, and the Sharks are playing solid, great Rocket League, and that's what's keeping them alive here. Just trying to get a little flippy into it.
I'm not sure that they needed the save to be that extravagant there, but Moose making it a very important save right there, as Silly Knees was really throwing himself at the ball up in the air. Great God Zeus will center the ball to Soccer Player, who's going to push the ball into the Lightning end. In the corner, this ball is very nicely centered, but Great God Zeus is not there. Silly Knees now pushes the ball over Zeus. Gets a second touch in the corner, but Soccer Player will interfere. Majestic Moose needs to get around this ball. He's going to take it to his own corner, out of the way. Soccer player in nice 50-50.
Ooh.
Great God Zeus now. There was a bump on Majestic Moose by soccer player.
Oh,
great bump and a great conversion by Great God Zeus. Ties it up at minute 40 left.
This is exactly what the Sharks needed right there. Moose was expecting a bit of a bounce play and possibly a bullet, but no, Zeus with the ground pinch. Heads up play from the Great God himself.
Great God Zeus off the faceoff will put the ball in the corner. Big demo by Zeus.
Oh, knees!
Silly Knees comes across and interferes with the opportunity.
Silly Knees absolutely slammed that one. He found himself the right place, right time with no boost. Just able to barely flip into it before the shot to put it away. We're still tied at 1, everybody. Get on the edge of your seats. It's go time.
Ball will drop to Silly Knees. He's going to take it all the way to his corner. Beats out Zeus for the boost there. Pushes it down to Majestic Moose, who's going to put a little flick on the ball. Aaron touched by Great God Zeus. Silly Knees there to finish it off.
Zeus has to be kicking himself right now. He whiffed on the boost, realized he was not going to be able to make any sort of a power clear across his net with advancing everybody. So he tried to just stall the ball out and it not working out. A backflip, not a great way to do that. Possibly could have kicked it up and off the backboard, but even then, with the advancing Lightning, it was going to be a tough play anyways.
Soccer player now, 48 seconds left. Majestic Moose will clear the ball all the way back. Hard clear by Great God Zeus. And this ball will go into the middle here. Soccer player with an opportunity, passing it to Zeus. Oh
my
Zeus
God.
skies it just a little too high. Big lost opportunity there for the Sharks.
And you could see Moose was lurking. He was waiting for the shot, possibly a bullet. He was just ready to slam onto that boost, but ended up not needing it. Thank goodness for him, because I think that ball was going to head towards the wrong side. Now soccer player
will drop it in. 15 seconds left. What an equalizer.
Off the hood of Silly Knees. That Dominus hood just getting in the way of the shot. It turned it into a bullet. Could not get up in time with Silly Knees. I mean, soccer player, absolute perfection on the tie-up.
What a series we've seen. No! Ball is going in the net! What a face-off by Majestic Moose!
Look, Great God Zeus realized that they were in trouble. He needed to get there immediately after grabbing some boost, but Moose found himself in the proper spot the moment the ball bounced off of that wall, played it well, had no momentum, but soccer player was way out of the play because of the kickoff. Now, 6 seconds. Can they do it?
Great God Zeus, he has the control. He puts it up over. And a bump on soccer player there. We'll see the Lightning win game 5. 4-1 series for the Lightning there. A very well contested matchup. And that was highly entertaining, Rocket League.
That was insane. Both teams just popping off there in game 5. Lightning realizing that they could have a really secure victory. The Sharks wanted to just combat the damage, wanted to make sure that they could still stay in it here in week 2. Granted, you know, it's really early. They have plenty of time to react, especially here in the Champ League, because they have more games to play. But absolute insanity here in game 5. Both teams playing their hearts out. That's what we want to see here at the MLD.
Absolutely. And Moose giving you a little bit of love in the chat there at the end. I tell you what, I hate to be a homer, but I'm really rooting for these Lightning guys this coming season.
You know what I'm rooting for, honestly? Anybody who plays against them, because it will force the Lightning to play better and better and better. That said, this like division seems so stacked in the Champ League. I mean, lots of returning players, lots of great players that were picked up by returning players who knew what they were looking for. And every single series I've seen from the Storm division has been absolute insanity. Kendo, it's an honor to cast with you, my man. Absolutely massive improvement over since I saw you at Ace for the first time. So it's good to see that. Do want to mention, guys, play of the week. Hashtag MLDPOTW on Twitter. Lots of plays that could be nominated just in that series alone, as both teams were completely going for it. Fantastic stuff. Send the clip, hashtag that tweet up, and get it on there however you please, as we know the teams have their own Twitters. And if you want to follow those team Twitters, go on the ML Doubles website. That's MLDoubles.com? MinorLeagueDoubles.com.
MLDoubles.com, that is correct.
Yeah, that one. I brain fart. But yeah, Arctic, if you need to cool your computer down, and trust me, if you're playing hard like that, you need to cool your computer down. Check them out, arctic.ac. Kendo, my man, I am out of the booth. You will be joined by the ever well-dressed Achieves. Will bring you home here for the evening.
Wait.
Bears Knights up next. You're watching Minor League Doubles.
Achieve Senpai?
On Twitch.tv.